Game coming up. Hertha against Schalke, two top 6 opponents. Schalke obviously first. Hertha in 6th place. These two teams are very similar. Both got okay goal scorers, goal scoring output, and then their defenses are pretty good. Schalke has one more goal for this year than does Hertha. They've also given up 6 less goals. So it's going to be an interesting game between these two teams. It's going to be a low scoring game. I cannot imagine it being anything wild. But hey, it's a second division of Germany. Anything can happen. But game is early. Game is back on a Saturday. I think the big talking point, the first talking point with this game is how good these defenses are. And they're led by 2 quality goalkeepers. Obviously, Loris Karius, 9 clean sheets this first half of the season. But guess who else does? Tjark Ernst, the goalkeeper for Hertha Berlin, 22-year-old. So both goalkeepers have got tons of clean sheets, lead the league, lead the league in clean sheets. Not going to be many goals in this game. First one to score probably wins in this game. So how are these guys going to play? It's the veteran against the youngster. I'm going to tip my hat to Karius in this situation. But you never know how teams respond coming out of the break. Schalke was on a fantastic run to end of the first half of the season. And Hertha were in a decent run too. How does Schalke cope with coming out of the break after with the lead? I've listened to some of the words that Miron Muslic said during the break. And he's got his boys pumped up. Let's see if they can figure it out. They got, as Moussa says, 5 months of the hardest grinding that they're going to have to ever face in their lives. But back to the goalkeepers, it's going to be a defensive game, no doubt about it. Ernst, the goalkeeper for Hertha Berlin, has a save percentage of 79% this season. Karius is like 78, I think, 28, 77, something like that. So they are the 2 best goalkeepers in the second division. How is this game going to work? Not many opportunities are going to happen. But I think early goal is going to be huge in this game. It's going to get the other team out of their shell, which is important. 2 teams who like to play defensive football. If they go down early, they're going to have to come out of that shell, which gives obviously the team who's in the lead a great advantage in trying to come back. So we'll see how that shapes out. Some things to think about in this game for Schalke's perspective. Paul Seguin comes back, the former Schalke player. He's been playing well for Hertha. He scored on the last match day of the Hinrunde. And he didn't play so well in the first game to start the season where Schalke won that game 2-1. He'll be looking to get some revenge against his old team. Let's keep an eye on him. He's one of the guys you're going to have to definitely watch. But Hertha Berlin, are in a little bit of a crisis at the moment. It's got to be the best football player in the world. No, it's Henny Matriciani. Bagavi is very good. He's very good. Hertha's crisis at the moment, Toni Leistner. He's suspended at the moment. He got a red card in, I think, the last game he had. And Fabian Reese, the Schalke killer, is under the weather. We'll see if he plays. I didn't see the last results from this last couple hours, how his status was before the night. But he may not be playing. So if he plays, it makes Schalke's defense vulnerable because he is so good. And the wing play hasn't been the best for Schalke this season. Now, one of the keys for Schalke, obviously, is stability. Under Muslic, best defense in the league, only 10 goals through 17 games. Have they improved offensively without taking away from their defensive game? Their defense has to remain strong as it was in the first half for them to have any chance of promotion the second half of the season. The defense cannot be any different than it was in the first half. It can be better for sure. It cannot be worse. But did they address the issues in the attack? That's going to be a question mark. We'll get a good idea. Obviously, it's going to be hard to tell against a good defensive team like Hertha Berlin. But Schalke, defensively, best defense in Germany right now. Can they keep their defensive situation intact and improve their attack? They got some players we're going to hear talk about that could possibly help. We'll see. But I'm going to be watching to see how this defense is coming out of the gates. It's going to be a grind, as every Schalke and every Hertha game are. They're grinds. So we'll see. It's not going to be pretty football. Basically, watching like Allegri football. It's not going to be pretty at all. It's going to be defensive, block up shop, limit opportunities. I would say Hertha for sure. And I know Schalke as well, but for Hertha, 7 of the last 8 games, the goals in the game have been under 2.5. Very defensive. Schalke hasn't done much better. It's going to be low scoring. It's going to be a chess match. Schalke going to try to create something with their 3-4-2-1 formation. Will Kenan Karaman start in the number 9 position? Will he stay on the wing? We'll see what Muslic does. Obviously, they had a nice win. They had a couple nice wins during the preseason. We'll see what kind of result they get. But all that said and done, I think the big thing, games tomorrow. See how what happens tomorrow. It's gonna be a defensive game. Not gonna be pretty. It's an early game, so at least have some coffee with the game. Yeah, a prediction for the game. It's gonna be a grind. It's gonna be an ugly game. First goal likely wins. Game is at Hertha Berlin. I think they said something expected of 17,000 away fans or something. I remember in the Discord chat, Eric said something like 17 to 22,000 fans expected to go. That's crazy. And you want to know the capacity of their stadium? Well, the Olympiastadion has a capacity of 74,000. So it'd be a good showing, but it's a rather big stadium. So it's not going to be completely Schalke fans. Not going to be quite half either. But 22,000 is pretty damn impressive. Not many teams in the world can boast that. It's going to be lively. My prediction, as was in week 1, Schalke win 2-1. Not a happy beginning to the Rückrunde for Hertha Berlin. But again, hey, I always cheer against Hertha Berlin any chance I can. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. And then as for the podcast, it should return this Monday. It is a holiday in the States, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So we'll see. See how hungover Jack is after his Chicago Bears playoff game in the frigid tundra of Chicago as they play against the LA Rams. So he may be hungover. He might not be able to make the Monday game. We'll see. I haven't talked to Jackie. I'll give Jack a shot tomorrow. But the goal is podcast Monday night, a reaction. Hopefully it's a victory Monday. Maybe a double victory Monday for Jack, right? At 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time,